All right, so it's Saturday. I want to talk to you about something. Yesterday, I put in an order for groceries, and we needed bacon for the dove that my husband's going to cook today for dinner. And let me just tell you this: I am making. The video will be coming up soon. I'm making a what we have in a week for dinner, and then I'm going to try to make what we have in a week for breakfast. And I'm going to continue to do that so you can kind of see our eating pattern. So um, I spent $206.85 so far in groceries, and that's going to have to be it. Now, for a family of four, they usually say it's $100 per person. But we're going to try to cut that in half and just spend the 206.85, and then tomorrow we get our monthly free food haul. So let me get back to what I was saying. We got on and to make our purchase, and the bacon was $18. Now, that's for a 3-pack. Now, it used to be 11 something for a 3-pack. So it went up, about $7. So I want to come on here and just kind of share with you some tips on what we're going to be doing, because prices have gone up tremendously in groceries. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be comparing prices for sure and also buying in bulk. Now, when you compare prices, whatever stores are around you, then you kind of want to look and see, okay, they have the better deal, and you want to go off of the unit per, what is it called? Like the unit pricing. So you also want to look at the unit pricing when you're doing your groceries, which is what we've been doing. The things I buy in bulk are like rice and beans, and like oats and things like that, because it's cheaper to buy it in bulk than to buy it in the little packages. So another thing that we're going to be doing is, because the meat prices have gone up so much, is we're just going to use my husband and I don't eat meat, so my husband and them are going to utilize the deer meat that they got and the dove meat, and then whatever we get in our free monthly food that is given to us every month. We just won't be buying meat. And another thing you can do is just have more meatless meals, like find recipes that your family enjoys, and eat more vegetables and fruits. And another, going off the vegetable and fruit thing too, is we're trying to buy what's in season in your area. So if you buy seasonal fruits and vegetables, it will save you money on that. And of course, bananas aren't that expensive, and they're always cheaper. But like, for instance, if you buy a 3-pound bag of apples and it's a set price of 3 something versus an individual apple by the pound, you're going to save a lot more money. So we buy bulk, like apples, oranges, grapefruit, pears. We buy it in the 3 to 4 pound bags, and it saves us some money. We also eat all of our leftovers, so that's another thing that you can do, is eat your leftovers. And then, so if you cook something, like I made a big pot of beans, and so what I do is I take those beans after 1 or 2 days, and I put them in containers and I freeze them, and then pull them out as we need them. So if I'm going to do like bean and cheese tacos, I'll pull out a thing of beans, mash them up, and use, all of it up. So that's another thing that we're doing. Another thing is, sometimes frozen vegetables are cheaper to buy than the produce itself. So what we do is I'll buy like a big bag of strawberries, broccoli, things that I know that we're going to eat, and it's really quick to add those to dishes, whether it's casseroles or soups or, fried rice or whatever. Mixed vegetables, it is cheaper sometimes to buy the frozen vegetables. Another thing is make sure, if you can, to buy whole foods first. So whole foods meaning fruits, vegetables, rice, beans, things like that. And then if you still, it's in your budget, then you can buy that bag of chips or whatever if you're going to make sandwiches. And that's another thing too, is the bread is 90 something cents here. Sometimes we can find it for 80 something cents. So using you can make toast and an egg, or toasted beans, or cheese toast, or cinnamon sugar toast. You can do so much with bread. So that's another thing that we're doing. So like avocado toast, things like that. Another thing is we're skipping out on the restaurants altogether. I've said this before many times, that if you are planning your meals out or buying groceries, and then if you don't have time or you're tired or whatever, people opt to go and make a quick stop to like McDonald's or Wendy's or Whataburgers, Taco Bell, things like that. But then that food doesn't last, and then it's like, okay, well then now what? So you spent 20-30 bucks, and then you still have food at home. It just makes no sense. Anything that they have at Whataburger, McDonald's, Taco, you can make at home. If you want a cheeseburger, plan ahead. You can make the beef patties and put them, away, or opt for. I don't know if you are buying meat, but like I said, we're eating more meatless meals these days because we can't afford to buy the meat. I mean, bacon for $18. But, I'm just saying, another thing is skip out on the restaurants. And skipping out on the restaurants, you make sure that you have snacks in your car, drinks, granola bars, fruit, crackers, things like that. So that way, if you're in a rush, you can keep like a little kit thing in your car. It's getting cooler now, and so it won't go as bad, so quickly. Keep water, things like that in your vehicle. And then that way, if you get hungry, you have, your snacks and your meal right there. Another thing is, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of comments for this, but people, those vegan meats are not good for you. They're worse than regular meat. They're processed. It takes like 20 to 30 ingredients to make a vegan meat. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to be vegan or plant-based, go vegan, go plant-based. Stop buying the alternatives. The alternatives are so bad for you. There's called vegan chicken and vegan Beyond Beef and all that stuff. And it's like, that will give you cancer faster than regular meat. So, and that's expensive, even the plant-based meats are expensive. So try to get more fruits and vegetables, rice, beans, oats, pastas, things like that. More soups. We're now coming into fall, the winter, fall, where it's getting cooler. So we eat a lot of vegetable soup. You could do zucchini and cabbage and corn and things like that with broth, and make vegetable soup. My phone's ringing. I'm not answering it. I'm sorry. Um, so yeah, those are some tips that I have for you. Things are getting so expensive. Um, but let me know what y'all are doing to save money at the grocery store. How are the prices in the area where you're at? It's just getting so ridiculous. And then a lot of times I notice too, when I'm making my order, there's one or two items that they're saying that aren't in stock. So they take it off our our account, so they don't charge for it. But I am noticing that every time we make a grocery haul, there's one or two things that we're not getting. And so if we don't get it, we don't get it that month. So see how low you can go for your grocery bill. Make sure that you're eating things that your family enjoys, so that way nothing goes to waste. All right, guys. Talk to you later.